Hey guys, and welcome to my new Path of Exile 2 video. Today we're going to be going over my character changes, my new build, and I'm going to be showing you guys how I fare on Tier 18. Alright guys, I'm level 91, Deadeye, Strength 332, Dexterity 225, Intelligence 47, Life is 2043, Mana is 779, Spirit is 180, 7% armor, 77% evasion, maxed out resistances with a little extra, and 37.7% movement speed base. So I've switched up my gear a lot since the last video. So I got a new bow. It does less physical damage than my old bow, but it fires an additional arrow. It's very similar with the stats, 78% increased elemental damage, which is something I always look for on my bows, and increased attack speed. Plus it gives 30 dex, so it's just a nice, well-rounded bow. I got this helmet. It adds 172 life and triple resistances. I got this quiver. It adds 58% increased damage to bows, some accuracy rating, 15% increased attack speed, and 47 life per enemy killed, and 26 mana per enemy killed, which I really needed for this build because it takes a lot of mana on kill to sustain. I got this new amulet, 140 life, 163 mana, 40 spirit, 12 dexterity, 14 all resistance, 15 fire resistance. And then I allocated adrenaline rush to it, which gives you an increase of 8% of attack speed and 4% movement speed after you've killed an enemy. I've upgraded these rings so it gives increased lightning damage, 34%. It's got 86 evasion, 104 life, 22 rarity, increased cast speed, and cold resistance, as well as lightning resistance. This ring over here has 36% increased lightning damage, 82 life, 25 rarity, 20 dexterity, 15 all resistances, and 40 fire resist. Very good ring there. My armor is the same armor I've had before, 16-18 evasion, 40 spirit, double resist to lightning and chaos. My gloves are dual resist, mana, life, and mana per enemy killed, which is all the stats that I wanted on my gloves, but I would have liked to have more life. Unfortunately, the price for the same pair of gloves with 100 life was like 4 divines more expensive, so I opted to just go with the cheaper pair for now. I got this belt, which adds a ton of armor. All the armor from this belt actually gives me a 7% physical damage reduction. It gives me 163 life, 2 charm slots, and 35 fire resist. And then my good old trusty boots that I've had for a while, 30% increased movement speed, 26 rarity, 25 fire, 34 lightning. Same flasks. Still good flasks. Alright, and that's it for my gear. Okay, so the skills is something I've switched up quite a bit. So lightning arrow is martial tempo, primal armament, lightning infusion, heft, and rising tempest. I do believe that was the same as last time. Lightning rod, scatter shot, magnified effect, conduction, coursing current, and then lightning exposure. Because we want to shock as many enemies as possible, and I've just found this combination seems to work really well. It gives you a lot of shock damage. Magnetic salvo, hourglass, concentrated effect, lightning penetration, maim. Herald of Thunder, I've kind of switched to more damage based. Previously I was trying to get shock off it, which I realized was a mistake. So now I've gone all damage. I've also upgraded some of my slots. As you guys can see, I've got perfect gem slots. But we still have Lightning Mastery, Innovative, Close Combat, which I really like. Elemental Focus now to give it more elemental damage, and Electrocute. So that is the new Herald of Thunder build. Electrocute I'm on the fence on, but I think the other four are very good, and Electrocute has it done well so far. Wind Dancer, Clarity, Precision, Wind Wave, which is a new one I'm trying out. Trigger Wind Wave when stunned while using supported skills. So I just figured it kind of could be like kind of a last line of defense to help you if you get stunned or something. Maybe it could save your life. So I just put it on to try it out. Blind. We'll take Mark. Pulling Strike. Execute. Long Shot. Inevitable Critical. I think that's a new one that I've added. You just gain critical chance every second up to 100%. So just more increased DPS on your marked target. Alchemist Bloom, Vitality, Cannibalism, and Herbalism. And that's it for the skills. Now, the passive tree is where I've made some of the biggest changes. So we have these 8 incendiary points right here into Tailwind and Endless Munitions. We come down. We have all the same passives that we had before at the beginning. We come down further, we get the Quiver skills for the increased bonus from your Quiver. Branch up here, get the Lightning, Surging Currents, penetrates lightning resistance. Always love grabbing that one when you can. And now we are back into Evasion. Yep, we've gone back into Evasion big time. So we branch out here into Evasion. We come down here, get this gem slot. We continue up. We take a left here. We get 1% increased attack speed per 15 dexterity, which gives you roughly 6% increased attack speed per 100 dexterity that you have. So it's a really good buff to have. Then we come down this way. You get increased dexterity, which helps buff that. And then we're back into Evasion big time again, plus Acrobatics. So we're getting all these evasion skills plus Acrobatics. Then we branch down into Coming Calamity, which helps your DPS 50% increased lightning damage. So we've hit some really big defensive markers here, and that's more what I was going for with this build. Previously I'd gone all offense. Now I'm looking to add some defense to that, some survivability. So the tree continues down here. We still have Frazzled, increased magnitude of the shock, but we've taken away Rattled, the shock duration, because I didn't feel like there was a problem with that. We have the increased Maiming Strike attack damage. We get the Jewel slot. We come down here and we get the Skill Speed slot. 3% movement speed at the end, which is really nice. And yes, Skill Speed does increase your DPS if you were wondering. We head back up. We branch down now through here. Get that elemental damage right here, 20%. Right down to the Jewel. Another big buff. We come down this way. We get the other evasion skills, which I previously took off. This gives you a 70% increased evasion rate if you get both of them. We branch down here to the gem slot. This is Adrenaline Rush. This is the skill that I allocated to my amulet that I told you about. And this just gives increased chance to shock, which is very good because it buffs Innervative. Penetrate more elemental resistances. Same with this one. Increase shock. Penetrate resistances. Non-critical hits is lucky. We get the attack speed over here again with that 10% buff. And then we end off at the Jewel slot once again. And that's the new passive tree. And that's what it looks like now. And I can tell you that it performs a lot better than the old one, even though the DPS isn't as high, and I'm going to show you guys. Okay guys, we're going to test out the new build on tier 18 technically. You put a tier 16 Waystone in, bring the level up by 1 with Irradiated, bring the level up 1 by Corrupted, you get level 82 monster level. Tier 15 is monster level 79. So this is tier 18. Previously, if I would have tried this on my old character, yes, he did a lot of damage, 60,000 damage, but he was very squishy and he would not survive on this map. So let's see how much tankier we got by putting some evasion skills back in and upgrading the gear and resistances in life. Alright, so we're going to take a quick look at the damage for you guys. 50,000, as you just saw, is the new buff. Previously I was at 60,000, so we've gone down 10,000 max damage, but we've gained a lot of defensive skills. My run walk speed also gets up to over 50% at its full speed. I'm getting buffed by Tailwind. 51.3 right now, and after I kill an enemy it gets even higher. So you can see I kind of just glide around now. It's really nice. So far, no problems with the T16 map, no problems with, or T18, sorry, no problems with survivability. Alive? I don't know how you survived for so long.
What luck? Thunderous shock.
Oops. Ran into a wall.
That would only slow me down.
Oh, there's still one there. He survived. that's it.
Rather not.
Easiest run of my life on the new character. T18, no problem. I've tried it on Breach, I've tried it on Rituals, I've tried it on map bosses. It holds up. So the build obviously can still be improved, but we've hit a point now where we're comfortably surviving at the highest levels of the game. And I still will continue to work on the character, experiment with the character, potentially keep upgrading my build and my gear, and trying new skills, but I'm liking where I'm at right now. This is the best this character has ever been at by far. And that map is complete. And that is it for the new character, guys. I'd love to hear your guys' feedback on my builds, what you guys think of the skill tree, the passives, and any other tips that you could give me to improve my build. And I'm feeling pretty good about where my character is right now. And that's about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.